Today, I will be explaining why national security is more important than a citizen's privacy. A citizen's privacy is very important, however. But national security protects us as a country, as a constitution, as people, and it protects our families. The first thing we're going to talk about is the misconception that law-abiding citizens and all citizens have to worry about the government monitoring what they do. The government monitors for key points and red flags. They do not monitor every person. Not every person is assigned an FBI agent. As long as you have no criminal intent, the government does not care about your normal law-abiding life. Your phones are not tapped 24/7. You can look up whatever you want on the internet as long as it's legal. You can post whatever you want as long as it's legal and it's not threatening to any public figure or any other person. So the only way you can actually be watched and monitored every second is if you raise a red flag. What we're going to talk about now is a red flag. So you might ask, what is a red flag? A red flag is something that raises concern to the government, to the FBI, or to your local police department, such as felonies, mental illness, threats, and social media posts. If you've already committed a felony, you can be put on a watch list depending on what that felony was. If you have a mental illness that can make you considered a danger to the public, you can also be put on a red flag. Threats to any kind of Congress member, representative, any celebrity, or any person really can also put you on a watch list and raise a red flag. Social media posts. A social media post hinting that you're going to cause a terrorist attack, you're a part of a terrorist organization, anything that goes against the government, it can be considered a red flag and you can be monitored for safety concerns. Once you are put on a red flag watch list, monitoring criminals. Monitoring criminals allows terrorists and other criminals to be caught before an attack. So if someone has a plan to bomb a bridge, a building, by looking into their social media posts, tapping their phones, and public surveillance, they can decide when and if a person is going to do so, which will allow them to stop any kind of terrorist attack or crime before it is committed. It also helps solve crimes that have been committed. A great example of this is the Boston Marathon bombing. The Boston Marathon bombing, two men created a pipe bomb and they blew it up at the 2013 Boston Marathon. It killed people and injured lots more. They were able to be found by public security and surveillance cameras. Without these people might still be on the loose and still might have the ability to commit another terrorist attack. Now, national security as a whole. This is probably the most important part of our national security, is because we are trying to protect our nation, or as a whole, as well as our constitution, our way of life, our culture, and our people. It allows our military to be a step ahead of the other guys. It allows the government to look into other countries that might be a threat to the U.S. It allows us to be aware of what's going on in any kind of situation, any spies that are over in America. It allows us to be a step ahead of just anyone that is trying to overtake us. As long as the United States has been a nation, we have been a strong military power. That puts a target on our heads. So it's important to keep the security just as high as the military. So in order for us to continue to be the strong economic, global military leaders we have, it's very important that we have security to ensure us that we are protected. In conclusion, I would like to say that while privacy is a very important aspect of a human's life, security is the number one. It goes along with any kind of rights or privileges that we have, and it is the best way to keep us safe and to keep us alert and protect our way of life. Thank you.